Lávese las manos frecuentemente. Gracias. Thank you for visiting us today. Just a few reminders. Please take a moment to locate the exit nearest to you. As a courtesy to all participants, please silence your cell phone and other electronic devices now. Please wear your face covering at all times. Face coverings must fully cover your nose and mouth. Please clean your hands often and thoroughly. In the event of an emergency, follow directions of venue staff. Thank you. Gracias por su visita el día de hoy. Solamente para recordarles, favor de tomar un minuto para localizar la salida más cercana a usted. Por cortesía para todos, mantenga su teléfono y aparato electrónico en silencio. Por favor, use su cubreboca en todo momento. Su cubreboca debe cubrir completamente la nariz y la boca. Lávese las manos frecuentemente. En caso de emergencia, siga las instrucciones del personal de ceremonias. Gracias.
Greetings, students, parents, family members, significant others, friends, and faculty mentors. We welcome you to the College of Science Fall 2021 commencement. Let me introduce myself. I'm Rebecca Gomez, the Interim Associate Dean for Student Academic Success. And I'd like to ask you out of courtesy to please silence your cell phones at this time. And per university policy, face coverings will be required at all times inside Centennial Hall, except when speaking at the podium. We care about the health and safety of all of our Wildcat community. I'd like to start by introducing Dean Carmela Garzione, the Dean of the College of Science.
"2021 graduates, welcome and congratulations on the completion of your degree. Your experience over the past couple of years pursuing your education during a global pandemic has not been typical for sure. But you have adapted and you have persevered. We are so proud of you. Congratulations. To family and friends in the audience, these graduates have pursued very challenging degrees in the sciences. As you can see every day in the news, science is playing a critical role in addressing challenges that face our society. Science is enabling us to answer difficult and exciting questions and to find new opportunities for our future. The pursuit of scientific understanding is making our world a better place to live. The 2021 graduates have learned about, researched, and contributed to solving outstanding problems. To give you a sense of the amazing work that goes on in the College of Science and some of the areas that our graduates have studied, we present a short film that highlights some of the things that we do in the College of Science.
This is not a sky, it's a window to the universe. These are not mountains, they are a living laboratory. This is not a tree, it's a story about our past. At the University of Arizona, we use science to see things differently. From this place, we discover where we are, who we are, what we never knew was possible. From this place, we expand our knowledge of the human body, knowledge we can use to control cancer, to slow the aging process, to build better, healthier lives. Finding new ways to look and to learn is part of our history, part of this place. Tree ring science began here. From this place, we look into the past to understand where our climate has been and where it is going. The mirrors for the Earth's most powerful telescopes are built here. From this place, we explore the cosmos with telescopes and spacecraft. Here, we have a facility like no other to investigate life on Earth. From this place, we study our planet's complex systems, how the water cycle, the carbon cycle, and the energy cycle support life here. In this place, we push the boundaries of science, science that changes perspectives, science that changes lives. From this place, we research the smallest building blocks of matter, the proteins that build cells, the cells that build life, then how life affects landscapes and water and atmosphere. And from our place in the solar system, we leap to the cosmos. We learn how our living planet compares to other planets orbiting other stars. Through science, we come to know our world, to know our universe, to know ourselves, and in knowing, we find solutions. Bigger questions, better answers. Bear down.
I'd like to introduce a couple of folks. We are honored to have Dr. Jessica Summers, Chair of the Faculty, join us on the platform. Jessica, can you please wave? Oh, there she is. And we also have Mr. Clint McCall, Vice President for Principal Giving and Campaign, in the audience somewhere. Not sure if you can wave for us. So please join me in welcoming the Senior Vice Provost of Academic Affairs, Teaching and Learning, Dr. Gail Bird.
Good afternoon. I'm pleased to announce that the College of Science, from time to time, as well as other departments and programs within the university, confers honorary degrees on exceptionally distinguished people. We confer such a degree today. Dean Carmi Garzoni, please present the candidate.
So I'm very pleased to tell you a little bit about Paul Shea, who's our candidate for honorary degree this year. Dr. Shea has used his profound technical hydrologic knowledge in ways that directly impacts the lives of millions of people. He is famous for his key role resolving the disastrous 2010 blowout of Macondo Well in the Gulf of Mexico, and has represented the U.S. government's position in the subsequent lawsuit. Many news accounts of Paul's role in capping the well can be found simply by an internet search on the phrase Paul Shea hero. Dr. Shea is a world leader in both hydrology of fractured rocks and coupling between fluid flow, stress, and deformation. His pioneering investigations include comprehensive field studies of fractured rock, hydraulic conductivity, and methods to determine hydraulic conductivities and dispersivities of anisotropic fractured rocks. His research on fluid flow, stress, and deformation has included analysis of induced reservoir seismicity, estimation of aquifer properties using earth tides, quantifying interactions between fluid flow and aquifer deformation, and assessing the role of hydrothermal fluids on deformation of large reservoirs. Dr. Shea has been the Darcy Distinguished Lecturer for the National Groundwater Association and a longtime adjunct professor at Stanford University. His stature in the field of fractured rock hydrogeology has led to service on 3 National Research Council committees, including as chair of the Committee on Flow and Transport in the Fractured Vados Zone. The water collected at Yucca Mountain showed contrary to existing theory that bomb blast isotopes had penetrated deep into the unsaturated zone. The future of Yucca Mountain as a viable nuclear waste repository depended on understanding this unexpected flow phenomenon. And Dr. Shea drew leading scientists together to assess existing theories and explore alternatives. Dr. Shea is part of a relatively small cadre of highly regarded scientists charged to assist the USGS with the most intractable problems. Dr. Shea's led modeling of the Spokane Valley, Rathdrum Prairie aquifer that underlies parts of Idaho and eastern Washington, where residents are apprehensive of the effects of increased water use on the aquifer and the Spokane River. Federal funding was secured to develop a groundwater flow model, but the state agencies were wary of each other. Dr. Shea stepped into this contentious setting and quickly developed a working relationship with the agency modelers. Under his leadership, the team produced timely results and presented them at a series of well-received public lectures beginning in May 2007. Dr. Shea has the ability to quickly conceptualize and formulate solutions to a wide range of hydrologic problems, propose feasible means of analysis, and brings all stakeholders to the table. His open source software tools, created for 3D visualization, have considerably advanced the degree to which modelers throughout the world can gain insights from their simulations and effectively communicate model results. This brief bio sketch illustrates Dr. Shea's career-long pattern of developing and applying cutting-edge science to resolve important societal issues. To those who know him well, his outstanding success during the Macondo incident is no surprise. Being part of a career-long pattern of unselfish leadership, he is a skilled collaborator, motivated entirely by the goal of achieving high-quality science, and therefore a fitting recipient of the University of Arizona Honorary degree of Doctoral Science. Gail Bird will confer the degree.
The University of Arizona is built on the belief of critical importance of learning, inquiry, and service. Paul Shea's life history exemplifies the values through his tremendous professional contributions and societal impacts on a global scale. Paul Shea, you have made an indelible mark here at the University of Arizona, and you have lived the kind of life that we hope our students are prepared to pursue after graduation. As a role model, alumnus, and friend of the University of Arizona, you have my deepest thanks and admiration. It is fitting that we present you with an honorary degree to recognize your achievements and impact. And now I'm pleased to confer upon Paul Shea his honorary degree. Tom, would you come forward? Paul Shea, by the authority vested in me by the Arizona Board of Regents and acting on the recommendation of the faculty, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Science honoris causa with all the attendant rights and responsibilities. We award you this diploma and invest you in the appropriate hood. So Tom, if you would stand on the board. Yep, thank you. Congratulations. We now have an introduction for our keynote speaker.
So I'm happy to introduce our keynote speaker for today's event. A native of Arizona, Joyce Schroeder graduated with a BS in microbiology from the University of Arizona in 1992 and a PhD in microbiology and immunology from the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill in 1998. She then returned to Arizona for a postdoctoral fellowship at the Mayo Clinic in Scottsdale, where she integrated patient samples and mouse modeling to understand the drivers of metastatic breast cancer. She joined the U of A as an assistant professor in 2002 and rose to full professor with tenure in 2015, becoming the department head of molecular and cellular biology in 2017. Her work in breast cancer has resulted in 14 patents for cancer therapeutics created in both her lab and her company, which was founded in 2012, to help transition her breast cancer treatments to the clinic. During that time, she also taught thousands of students and wrote a textbook on cancer biology. In addition to other services in the university, she recently directed the efforts to create an exposure notification app for the University of Arizona to help slow the spread of COVID-19 and mitigate the rate of infection. Dr. Joyce Schroeder.
you are. Good afternoon, everybody. So it's been about 30 years since I was sitting in the seats that you are sitting in right now. And during that time, a lot of things have happened. I left the seat you're sitting in and somehow ended up standing before you, having become a cancer biologist, a professor, and a department head. And along that journey, I found some things that turned out to be really important to me for my life, and I'm going to spend the next few minutes sharing them with you. So they're about curiosity, wise speech, and resiliency. So we're all born curious. I'm speaking to people graduating from the College of Science. You all ended up. And it's one of the really great things about being a human being. For me, curiosity about the universe is what brought me to science, just like you. But it's also what gives me a lot of joy in my life. Don't we all just get really happy when we learn something new? Something about the way the universe works? Whether you are in physics, psychology, chemistry, biology, and no, I'm not going to tell everybody's majors, but you guys know who you are. There's some really neat things that are discovered every single day. We can all think back to some time in our childhood when we probably first can remember being really curious and really excited about something. For me, I was a young girl walking through the woods with my mom, and we came across one set of red ants, one set of black ants, and they were going off in perpendicular directions, just marching right on top of each other, very determined. Now, by that point in my life, I had seen these two species of animals fighting with each other a lot. But this time, they were just sort of heading off in their own direction, doing their own thing, completely ignoring each other. And I remember it left my mother and I just really astonished, because we'd never seen anything like that happen before, but really happy to sit there and wonder, what were they doing? And thinking back now, the thing that I remember most about that observation was the joy that I felt just learning something new. And I still get that joy today when I'm working and living as a scientist. I personally spend many waking hours trying to understand the complexities of the cell, both when it's behaving itself and then when it's doing damage. And while cancer is a very serious matter to every one of us, every day I'm so grateful that I have the chance to be a scientist and to use my curiosity and my training to try and figure it out. Because while curiosity is our birthright as a human, to have the training, which we all have here as scientists, to have that training to use it and to understand how the universe works is a real gift. So the next thing I want to tell you about, wise speech, has some bearing on the pandemic we all find ourselves in. We all come across people who don't agree with us, especially in science. Every hypothesis, every experiment, it's tested not just by ourselves, but by every other scientist who's also working in our field. But in some ways, I feel scientists are easy ones to argue with, because we all start with a pretty similar compass about what is rational and what is not. And as I made my way through my career, began teaching, but mostly when I became as a department head, I came to spend a lot of time thinking about what makes a person rational. And it turns out there's been a lot of research about this, of course, and the results are something that I think surprise a lot of people, and that is we are all rational. To be human is to be rational. So why do we disagree about so many things? For example, how are things like the power of vaccines under such debate? Personally, my degrees are in microbiology and immunology, and I've spent a lot of time learning about vaccines, antibiotics, the things that we're trying to cure. I first remember learning about the scourge of things like bubonic plague and smallpox, influenza, measles. But at the same time that I was learning about these horrible plagues, that could really just bring civilization crashing down. At the same time, as a student, I was able to learn about the development of vaccines and antibiotics and how they had saved so many groups of people so many times. In fact, I encourage anybody who's interested in this subject to pick up a book and read about it, because there's some truly epic curiosity mixed with a scientific method when we talk about the development of vaccines and antibiotics. I can tell you that in our current pandemic, I was amazed and uplifted at the pace of science around COVID. Never before had the worldwide community worked with such openness, such speed, and such brilliance. Scientists from countries all around the world came together so quickly. They identified the pathogen, they understood its mechanism of action, developed therapies, tested these therapies, and this all happened in less than a year. Some people say, well, that's too fast. But the speed wouldn't frighten anyone who reads the scientific peer-reviewed articles explaining that while it happened very quickly, it was done with full rigor. It's truly a testament to the community of science that you belong to. But then we had the anti-vaccine campaign erupt. And one has to stop and wonder, wouldn't all rational creatures agree that this life-saving tool, which we're so fortunate to achieve, should be used at full capacity? Well, I told you everyone's rational, so what's going on? Well, rational creatures have questions. Rational creatures want answers they can trust. And rational creatures can be misled by pseudoscience. So as scientists, let's engage, let's communicate. Don't obfuscate the facts, don't exaggerate the facts, show them the data. You guys can all read a good graph. There's lots of graphs out there. There's something also called wise speech that's helped me a lot in communicating. It's the simple act of stopping before you speak and asking yourself a few questions about what you're about to say. Is it necessary? Is it true? And is it kind? Meaning, are you saying it in the best way you can? Or put another way, in the example I'm talking about, this vaccine will prepare your body to fight this deadly disease. It can save your life, and it's safe. I can help you understand. I know you have concerns. Let's talk about them. We all have the ability and hopefully the desire to help our fellow humans understand this, and it's too important. So I hope you guys will take this as a task as you leave this room. Okay, the third thing I wanted to tell you about is resilience. So I've told you I'm a cancer biologist. One of my goals is to develop a non-toxic therapy to treat cancer. In my lab, we have developed and tested 3 different therapies for breast cancer. Now, the first 2 looked really great in laboratory experiments, but as we took them towards the clinic, they failed for different reasons. We're now on a 3rd one, and it also looks really promising. We're really very hopeful. These 3 therapies have a few things in common biologically, but I'm not going to talk about their mechanism of action. And all the physicists say, oh, thank goodness. Instead, I want to talk about something else they have in common. How each step of drug development, from the first idea to the many failed attempts, and there's a lot, to those aha moments when we saw tumors starting to shrink in response to our drugs, to all the experiments that followed, each step requires resiliency. And we've all heard about how important resiliency is to success, but to me, resiliency isn't just something that helps you succeed. It's the power we can use to guide our paths in life. We can all think of something we really, really wanted but did not get, and this will put a fork in our road. Do we try harder to achieve that something, or do we turn to a new path towards something else? Both choices require us to accept defeat and try again. Both choices are hard. But I think the second choice, trying something else, is frequently looked at as giving up. But sometimes that closed door is telling us that it's just not the right path for us. And we shouldn't really look at it as giving up. We should look at it as a new choice. Resiliency is the thing that can help us through all these paths. So in closing, I'd like to wish you all lives of curiosity that will fill you with happiness and wise resiliency. And it's been great sharing my thoughts with you today. Thank you.
Thank you for those inspiring words. Let's now go on to the presentation of the graduates. I'd like to remind you that we request that everyone remain until the end of the ceremony. And for the graduates, when your department is called, you should gather at the front of the group. Undergraduates should be at the front of the group and graduate students at the back of the group. Faculty advisors who are planning to hood their students should join the graduate in line. And when you get to the point of hooding, the student should stand in front of the box and the faculty member should stand on the box. And so for the audience, you'll see that students have composed messages for the audience that we will display as we announce the students' names. And many students have participated in undergraduate research, and in that case, you'll see a logo on their slide. And finally, you will see colored braids. You'll see our students, a number of them wearing colored braids. And those colored braids that they wear around their necks are for academic distinction. So they've won awards for academic excellence. So let's go ahead and have the first department begin lining up, and that is astronomy. And while they're lining up, I'm just going to convey a few things about the College of Science for our audience and for our students. So students, did you know that 55% of you are women? Right? Well done, women. 54% of you are from underrepresented minorities. Well done. And 39% of you are the first in your family to graduate from college. In the past several years, your professors have also had exciting events happen to them, and they've had many exciting scientific discoveries. From Mike Warraby from the Department of Ecology and Evolutionary Biology, whose team recently traced the origins of the coronavirus and who developed the swish and gargle COVID-19 test that we have all been using here at the University of Arizona, to Jessica Tierney from the Department of Geosciences, who was a lead author on a major intergovernmental report from the United Nations on climate change and of the warming of the planet and projections for future warming, to Dante Loretta and Heather Enos from the college's Lunar and Planetary Laboratory, who led the first ever NASA return sample mission to an asteroid, the thrilling images of the OSIRIS-REx spacecraft collecting a sample from Bennu were beamed around the world, and we are excited that in addition to many staff and faculty who participated in this mission, dozens of U-Arizona students were also critical to this mission. And finally, to Dr. Carol Barnes and Lee Ryan and their collaborators who won a $60 million grant to study precision aging. Yes. So let me introduce our name readers. Lisa Elfring, Associate Vice Provost for Instruction and Assessment, and the Associate Professor and an Associate Professor in Molecular and Cellular Biology. And let's see, I don't see Lisa. Oh, she's right there. And Tom Fleming, who's a professor of practice and a research professor in the Department of Astronomy. So now I'll introduce Buell Januzzi, the department head of astronomy, who will say a few words about his department.
Good afternoon. In astronomy, our students and faculty explore the universe and share with the entire world what we learn, whether it is making the first image of the event horizon of a black hole, searching for life on other planets, building the next generation of the world's largest telescopes, or studying the solar wind. Our students have taken full advantage of the opportunities that they have here at the University of Arizona. So today, congratulations to all of you, and especially to your families and friends that have supported you so well. Congratulations.
Triana Hens.
Okay, so now we'll go on to the Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry, and Craig Aspinwall, the department head, will introduce that department.
Congratulations. In CBC, our students and faculty study the chemical composition of the world around us in areas that span from the smallest molecules and living organisms to the chemistry of the cosmos, and just about everything in between. We have a large teaching and research mission, and many of the students here today have taken at least one class in chemistry or biochemistry. Our students have learned about the fundamental rules of matter and have applied those rules to tackle real-world problems. They've also won numerous scholarships, awards, and honors along the way. The combination of coursework, hands-on laboratory, and independent research experiences have positioned them to move on to diverse careers as scientists, physicians, teachers, even lawyers and entrepreneurs, and many other areas because of the broad-based problem-solving skills that they have. So on behalf of the Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry, I would like to offer my congratulations to all of the graduates here today.
Lana Lee. Amanda Gong. Adelina Ortiz. Haley Cravallo. Ana Huang. Sam Ferrante. Mohammed Ali Al-Sharif. Anthony Williamson. Jenna Tasharo. Michelle Harridge. Stephen Petritus. Garrett Davis. James Keener.
And now Lester McCann, a faculty member from Computer Science, will introduce the Department of Computer Science.
Happy Saturday, everyone. I'm Lester McCann, Principal Lecturer in the Department of Computer Science. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. Computer science combines software development, mathematics, and logic to create and analyze the algorithms and programs that make possible technologies such as machine learning, cloud and high-performance computation, computer security, data management and visualization, computational biology, and yes, all those cell phone videos you've been taking today. On behalf of the faculty and staff and nearly 1,500 graduate and undergraduate students in the Department of Computer Science, I invite you to join me in congratulating our PhD, Master's, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Arts graduates on their achievements. Thank you.
Saul Manzano. Difeng Ye. Enrique Sanchez. Taylor McLaughlin. Ngoc Minh Tran. Han Zhao. Baoying Feng. Corey Henry. Ruben Yang. Ali Hamza Noor. Zachary Winans. Michaela Warden. Danilo Hidalgo Putnam. Aiden MacArthur. Christopher Crabtree. Joseph Acevedo. Tanner Carriere. Maria del Carmen Barrios. James O'Connell. Diego de Hibes. Richard Deep. Luke Roth. David Para. Shane Chowdhury. John Maugans. Christian Peterson. Emily Pensek. Trin Ha. Justin Doe. Kevin Pierce. Paul Chalet. Dylan Burrish. Jacob Williams. Wylin Yulu. Kinsley Wong. Rebecca Faust.
And now, Jeremiah Hackett, the Associate Department Head of Ecology and Evolutionary Biology, will introduce that department.
Good afternoon, everyone. The Ecology and Evolutionary Biology Department at the University of Arizona was the first of its kind in the world to combine these two disciplines and continues to be one of the leading programs in the country. And we offer majors in biology, ecology and evolutionary biology, and bioinformatics. And we recognize these graduates in these disciplines today. Ecology is the study of the interactions of organisms with their environment and each other, and evolutionary biology seeks to understand the processes that produce biological diversity on Earth and sustain it. And these core disciplines help us understand the tiniest viruses all the way up to planet-scale ecosystems. Our students and faculty are tracking the origin and evolution of the coronavirus around the globe. We investigate the impacts of climate change on the future of biological diversity. We discover how new genes give rise to new traits and how genomes change over time. We study everything from the tiniest microbes in soils and the oceans and all the way up to monitoring the health of rainforests using satellites. And many of you have joined us in this work. All these efforts are united by common principles in ecology and evolutionary biology that affect all living things, no matter how small or how grand. And it's the discovery of these principles that fuels our passion for science. The faculty and staff of EEB and the Ecology and Evolutionary Biology Department are delighted today to celebrate the journey of discovery that we have shared with our outstanding seniors and graduate students.
Ryan Miller. Caitlin Encinas. Irving Carreño. Carlos Martinez. Jonah Reyes. Sarah Gardner. Crystal Negrete. Kylie Fitzpatrick. Macy Bingham. Christina Tesarek. Kylie Rath. Nanette Okori Siawa. Shinjae Ji. Darian Lendon Moss. Maxwell Gleason. Yalvani Gutierrez. Renee Grombiller. Alexandra Peck.
And now Barbara Carapa, the department head of Geosciences, will introduce that department.
Well done, 2021 Geosciences graduates. Congratulations on your well-deserved achievement. In geosciences, we study the fundamental physical, geochemical, and biological processes controlling Earth to the clouds. You have earned a degree in geosciences at a critical time when our society and workforce need people like you with interdisciplinary skills able to address some of the most relevant societal issues of our time, such as climate change and the future of natural resources, considering the ever-growing population of almost 8 billion people. Today, more than ever, you also have the important responsibility to educate the public about the history of the future of our planet in order to increase awareness and work towards solutions. It is a privilege for me to be part of this day and to be able to congratulate all of you in person on your success. Again, congratulations.
Dua Alabas. Khaled Al-Zarani. Jahad Al-Barak. Blake McConnell. Juliette Broadbeck. Zayed Al-Hosani. Emily Poole. Julia Manobianco. Barbadelius? Nicole Bardabelius.
And now Tom Meixner, the Department Head of Hydrology and Atmospheric Sciences, will introduce that department.
The Department of Hydrology and Atmospheric Sciences is known around the world for our expertise in water resources and in studies of weather and climate. We've earned this reputation because we're an interdisciplinary powerhouse whose graduates become the professionals we rely on when we need to solve the problems of water, weather, and climate. These problems range from the hazards of extreme events, the challenge of water scarcity, or the impacts of adverse air and water quality on society and the environment. Our lives rely on clean water and a healthy atmosphere. I therefore congratulate the newest generation of atmospheric authorities and hydrologic heroes, the fall 2021 graduates from the Department of Hydrology and Atmospheric Sciences.
Sierra Bettis. Kevin Strongman. Rachel Spinty.
And now Doug Ulmer will introduce, the Department Head of Mathematics will introduce his department.
Hello, graduates and friends, family and friends. First of all, I'd like to congratulate all the graduates of 2021. You've survived and even thrived under some fairly difficult circumstances, and we're very proud of each and every one of you. Congratulations. As all of you know, mathematics is the art and science of numbers, shapes, measurement, randomness, and structure. It's the fundamental language of science, engineering, and technology, and it's what transforms data into scientific law, observations into predictions, and uncertainties into probabilities. We're very happy that every person who graduates today from this college has mastered a lot of mathematics on the path to their degree. As I hope all the parents here know, a deeper study of mathematics is both fascinating and an excellent career move. Department's degrees prepare students for many careers, ranging from information technology, logistics, manufacturing, and on to data science, finance, and insurance, as well as education. They're also key foundations to more advanced study of science and engineering, and for graduate study and research in mathematics itself. Graduates, we're very proud of you today for both your academic achievements and for your grit and resilience. You've accomplished a lot already, and we're looking forward to seeing all the great things that you do in the future. Congratulations to the graduates and to the families. All the best for the future, and we hope you'll stay in touch. Go Cats, go Math Cats, and congratulations to you all.
Tyler Limkeman. Jimai Chen. Zixuan Wang. Clayton Chung. Ziji Chu. Abdul Hassan Mohammadi Fatabad.
And now Joy Schroeder from the Department of Molecular and Cellular Biology will introduce her department.
It's my great pleasure today to introduce the Department of Molecular and Cellular Biology. In MCB, our students study the basic components of life, from the central dogma of biology, where they try to understand DNA, RNA, proteins, how they turn into cells, cells turn into tissues, and these make fully developed organisms. They study how this works under normal circumstances and what goes awry during disease states, such as cancer, neurodegeneration, and even that state of aging, which we would all like to delay. Congratulations to all of our graduates. We're all really proud of you. And also congratulations to the families and friends who are here to be with you.
Hannah Breesy. Diona Lumia. Denali Keefe. Erica Hawes. Advait Jivanandam. Alaria Sakuchi.
And now Conrad Zinsmeyer, the interim department head of neuroscience and cognitive science, will introduce that department.
It is my great pleasure to introduce the 2021 class of the Neuroscience and Cognitive Science program today. The program is a bit unusual. It combines neuroscience, the study of the brain, and cognitive science, the study of the human mind. We try to understand how the brain makes us feel, see, hear, run, learn, think, cry, and laugh. It is possible by the human brain, which has 80 billion neurons and 1,000 trillion connections, a number that not even the math guys can explain to me. Nevertheless, 4 years ago, this group of students went out to understand these things, and it is my pleasure on behalf of the staff, faculty, and 700 students of our program to welcome the 2021 class.
Kelsey Bowden. Kimberly Munoz. Desiree Elise Pacheco. Latasia Lambie. Israel Aispuro. Roberto Diaz Brown. Alina Coronado. Michael Haynes. Michael Sam. Myra Rivera. Nicholas Boria. Sophia Akett. Caitlin Ralston. Colin Bergheimer. Haley Van Vorst. Samantha Jankowski. Andrew Tubbs.
And now Shumit Mazumdar, the department head of physics, will introduce that department.
It's my pleasure to introduce the physics department to you. Physics searches for the fundamental rules that govern the universe. It is a foundational science, but that need not mean traditional. These days, physicists contribute to the origin of life as well as the origin of the universe. DNA transcription, as well as gravity waves, green energy, as well as superconductivity. We are inspired by interdisciplinary problems while emphasizing fundamentals in solving them. The physics department provides a high-quality education that prepares the next generation of physicists for problem solving in industry, academia, and government labs. The physics department challenges nearly 250 undergraduate and 100 graduate students through both scholarship and research. Students play an important and sometimes key role in faculty research. Students and faculty from the physics department have been involved in research spanning the understanding of dark matter and dark energy, attosecond spectroscopy of molecules, and more efficient use of solar energy. I am proud to be here today to honor the achievements of our students.
Liam David. Chance Swaggerty. Joseph Brownstone. Christine Museonte. Muhad Rana.
And now Dr. Mark Marley, the department head of Lunar and Planetary Sciences, will introduce that department.
The university's planetary science department was the first of its kind anywhere to be focused solely on the study of the planets and small bodies of our solar system. Today, our students and faculty gain a better understanding of Earth by placing it in context with the planets, moons, asteroids, and comets of our own solar system and the planetary systems around other stars. Planetary science calls upon many of the natural sciences to accomplish this goal, from chemistry to physics to geology to astronomy and beyond. Whether we are searching for potentially dangerous asteroids or studying extrasolar planets, in the end, we view our own home with new eyes. Please join me in recognizing the 2021 PhD recipients from our department.
Cassandra LaJolie. Maria Steinrich. Theodore Coretta.
And now Lee Ryan, the department head of psychology, will introduce that department. And just to give the audience a heads up, I can't remember if I mentioned earlier that psychology every year graduates the most students in the whole university, and fall commencement is no exception, so it will take a while to get to our final department.
Thank you. Everything we do in psychology is about health. Healthy minds, healthy brains, healthy lives. Our faculty and students work together to learn about and find solutions to problems that affect all our lives. Mental health issues like depression and anxiety, brain disorders including Down syndrome and Alzheimer's disease, and socially relevant issues such as stereotyping and racial bias. Our graduates come away with the knowledge and skills that will serve them well in the future, whatever their chosen profession. Psychological research, clinical psychology, medicine, education, law, business, social work, and many others. I'm particularly proud that psychology is not only, as Rebecca said, the largest undergraduate major in the College of Science, but we're also the most diverse. More than half of our students every year graduate from underrepresented groups, and most of those students are first in their families to obtain a degree. So congratulations to all of the new graduates in psychology and across the College of Science.
Jordan McMillan. Kylie Baher. Jamie Garcia. Lauren Gaston. Alyssa Lara. McKenna Ernest. Christina Shi. Claudia Valenzuela. Isabella Flores Hernandez. Ariane Castaneda. Vanessa Lay. Candida Carlton. Garrity Stock. Anna Lovio. Ashlyn Herrera. Ashley Olivares. Corinne Hernandez. Zhiyao Kong. Elizabeth Castaneda. Madison Hardy. Sabrina Carrillo. Alejandrina Bustamante. Kamaria Hunter. Elena Ombraget. Thomas Clarkin. Caitlin Buchanan. Benjamin Mukala. Matthew Knight. Adriana Merndorf. Brooklyn Shingler. Skylar Shire. Aliyah Alihal. Jacob Hockenberger. Amanda DeAces. Zoe Perkins. Oliver Garcia. Samara Nuvamza. Dhruvi Desai. Alon DeClay. Jessa Hansen. Brianna Martinez. Jacqueline Angulo. Brianna Romero Serrano. Danielle Glassberg. Cheyenne Houston. Samantha Vasquez Mahia. Katrina Morales. Alexis Connors. Delaney Galpin. Andrew Alsafar. Adam Johnson. Kaylee Jordan. Katie Donovan. Taylana Jordan. Kiva Keith. Xiomara Hernandez. Kayla Little. Noah Argalon. Tyler Serrano. Esteban Molina.
Andre Cotton Jr. Mili Ibarra Martinez. Jennifer Traslavina. Hennessy Kimmel. Cecilia Okeke. Kristen Schmaltz. Caitlin Stewart. Kylie Horn. Tanner Newell. Jeffrey DeLong. Sneha Parikh. Francine Paulino Amaranto. Reese Allen. Dominique Gamboa. Citlali Flores. Vanessa Bobadilla. Noelani Ramirez. Jocelyn Costet. Hope Sayo. Hope Moreland. Kimberly Ireland. Ariana Torres. Lydia Angulo. Nina Talley. Zoe Steffen. Christina Alexia Onsefeld. Ryan Hasareno Gonzalez. Navarrete? Yes. Elena. Yes. Elena Navarrete. Natalie Uribe. Chris Perryman. Zoe Skinner.
Andrade?
Diego Andrade. Natalie Clark. Caitlin Thomas Kelly. Carolina Pedroza Gamino. Selena Cravalho. Kara Jorgensen. Megan Randall. Megan Miller. Rebecca Kramer. Abby Bassett.
And now Dr. Mary Alt, the department head of Speech, Language, and Hearing Sciences, will introduce that department.
Okay, last but not least, we are excited to introduce you to the graduates of our department. Our department graduates are part of a long-standing tradition. Our department has been a top 10 nationally ranked department for over 30 years, and we study speech, language, and hearing, and how people put that all together to do that very human thing, which is to communicate. It's an interdisciplinary field that combines anatomy, physiology, psychology, biology, neurology, sociology. There's a lot going on with it. Our graduates learn to think critically, to write scientifically, and to develop compassion and advocate for the many people in our society who have communication disorders. Congratulations to our graduates, and thank you to all of you who supported our graduates along the way.
Sienna Sholin. Carla Garcia Mendoza. Idaina Castro Contreras. Meredith Singleton. Alejandra Heredia. Dominique Alva.
We have one final offering for you. So we're going to hear from the outstanding senior of the College of Science. I'd like to call Liam David forward. Let me introduce him. I'm delighted to introduce him as our outstanding senior. Outstanding seniors must have a minimum GPA of 3.5 and be leaders in research and in a community. Liam graduated from Thomas Jefferson High School for Science and Technology in Alexandria, Virginia in 2018. At Arizona, Liam triple majored in physics, astronomy, and applied mathematics, all the while maintaining a 4.0 GPA. Yep. He's yep. And as you'll learn, he doesn't only study, he does many other things. He's a Galileo Circle Scholarship recipient for research and academic achievement. He was accepted into the NASA Space Grant Internship Program, where he investigated charged particle acceleration at interplanetary shock waves using data from spacecraft, including the Parker Solar Probe. He has a decades-long passion for designing, constructing, and operating a compact fusion, you heard that right, a fusion reactor, neutron source for use in medical isotope production and neutron activation analysis. And he plans to pursue graduate studies in fusion and plasma physics. As is a tradition in the College of Science, the outstanding senior, Liam David, will share some thoughts with you, his fellow graduates.
Thank you very much for the overwhelming introduction. Dear colleagues, friends, families, and alumni, I'm honored and humbled standing before you in recognition of this award. But today is dedicated to the achievements of the graduating class, of which I'm only a tiny part. Thank you for giving me the time to speak this afternoon. These last 2 years have likely been tumultuous for you, yet here you are, proudly at the end of this chapter in your life, wiser and more capable than you were before. I'm reminded of advice given by a close friend. Do not let adversity define and conquer you. As salient now as always, this simple tenet applies as much to our personal and academic lives as it does to society. The innermost aspect of adversity is oneself. Perhaps you lost a friend to disagreement, or a family member to time or the pandemic. Maybe you worked 2 jobs to pay for school, or had to take a break for a year. We have all been disappointed by an unexpectedly low exam grade or a rejection letter from an internship we so desperately wanted. Indeed, many times I struggled with imposter syndrome, utterly aware as I gained knowledge of just how much knowledge and experience I lack. It's a daunting feeling, powerful enough at times to consider giving up altogether, and yet it indicates that you're introspective, engaged in critical thought, and aware of your limitations. Each is vital for your success and your growth in character and ability, especially in the sciences. Your parents, teachers, professors, and advisors, perhaps once seen by you as the fonts of all knowledge, may not seem so ethereal anymore. As you move upward in academia and forward in life, you begin to realize just how much, and paradoxically just how little, humanity knows. We must remember why we do science, to better the world, yes. But we also learn to understand the unknown. It takes humility to admit that ignorance. To paraphrase the late astronomer Carl Sagan, pursuing science is a humbling and character-building experience. Through science, one gains an appreciation for the beauty and elegance of the universe, everything within it, and the wonderful interconnectedness of it all. Sometimes in the confines of a lab, dorm, or classroom, that can be easy to forget. We live in a society that relies ever more on scientific literacy and interdisciplinary decision-making to succeed. And yet there exists a growing wave of anti-intellectualism, the cultural meme that one person's willful ignorance is as meaningful as another's expertise. It is partially a failure of modern discourse to reconcile the work of scientists with the day-to-day life of the general populace. The counterintuitive results and complex methods in modern science, such as quantum mechanics and gene therapy, are not as easily grasped as the simple determinism of Newtonian mechanics or the erroneous perspectives of yesteryear. Echo chambers and deeply ingrained worldviews make this uphill battle harder still. We are not biologically predisposed to long-term critical thought, skills that must be cultivated and cannot be allowed to wane. The loudest, most uninformed voices elicit the most attention, captivating society's emotions. It is easy to become disheartened by the constant influx of negative media, overwhelmed by the complexity of modern issues, or become desensitized to images of violence. However, If we examine the long-term trends, we quickly realize that this is an unhelpful lens. By almost every metric, lifespan, infant mortality, education, women's rights, to name just a few, societies have improved dramatically and continue to do so, thanks largely to science. Just in our lifetimes, we have witnessed physicists develop high-field MRI and new modes of quantum communication. Ecologists implement techniques to limit the spread of invasive species. Computer scientists build artificial intelligences to enhance disease detection. Biochemists engineer vaccines in record times, and mathematicians create models to underlie all of the above. That is not to say we grow complacent. It is said that a society grows great when people plant trees whose shade they know they shall never sit in. Despite enormous progress, advancing science, ethics, and our understanding of the world is as important as ever. The discoveries of today, even those without obvious application, may be the basis of economies decades or centuries from now, and at the very least, they inspire. I am forever grateful for my steadfast friends, my supportive family, and amazing professors, all of whom have made my standing here possible. Congratulations on your graduation and for all you've achieved at your time at this university. Thank you.
And now, for the moment you've been waiting for, by the authority in me, invested by the Arizona Board of Regents and acting on the recommendation of the faculty at the conclusion of your academic work, I confer upon each of you the appropriate degree with all the attendant rights and responsibilities. Please accept my warmest congratulations. Congratulations, graduates. I now ask all the graduates to please rise for the final rite of graduation. To signify the completion of this rite of passage called commencement, and to mark the end of your apprenticeship at the University of Arizona, please move your tassels from the right to the left side of your mortarboards. Congratulations. Congratulations to the College of Science new graduates. Please sit for some final comments from your dean.
Well, graduates, as newly minted scientists, this is a critical time to pursue science. We encourage you to continue to feed your curiosity. Continue to explore and to discover. Take time to listen and learn from new people and new experiences, and share your experiences and your understanding with others. We look forward to seeing where your journey takes you. And so please, please stay in touch with us here in the College of Science. Stay in touch with your departments and let us know how you're doing and what you're up to. As we conclude this, I'd like to ask everyone to please stay seated until the recession and graduates have left the building. You are all invited to join us for a reception that will take place immediately after the conclusion of this ceremony in the Women's Plaza of Honor, which is just adjacent to this building. Once again, congratulations, class of 2021. We're so proud of you.